Hello, friends of David Schofield.
Once in a year, it is thought not amiss to visit your neighbors and sing out like this. Hello, dear. Hi. Hello. Morning. Hello. Good morning. Hello, baby cakes. Hi, sweetie. This is Dave Schofield. Dave Schofield. Dave Schofield. This is Dave Schofield looking at you. Oh, that's not me. There's me. Turn the phone around. Hi.
I met Dave about 35, 40 years ago in Key West.
I first met David in 2002 in the basement of a place called Jay's Hangout.
Just wondering how and where you are. Two things. Three. Good morning, dear. I have clothes on. I do have underwear on. This isn't one of those phone calls.
I met David on the dance floor of Studio 54.
I met Dave almost 14 years ago on the first of his many annual visits.
Here I am in Petersburg, Virginia. I'm on my bike. How do people do these things in the car? Where do they put the phone? I'm in New York. New York, my spiritual home, a home of broken old things.
When I first met David almost 40 years ago, one of my early thoughts was, this guy is crazy.
I'm in the left turn lane that time forgot on the way to the airport. It's blah, 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 blah. Other than that,
And I'm sure there are a lot of you out there who met David in a similar way, him coming up and striking up a conversation in somewhat unusual circumstances.
I heard about David before I ever met him, and I saw his artwork before I ever heard about him.
His own work as an artist is unsurpassed.
I am sitting here working on this new drawing. I've been staying up drawing till 6:30 or so.
His 6x3-foot drawings made with a fine rapidograph pen.
I'm working on a new drawing, which is in India. I just finished this drawing I've been working on for 4 months. I've been working on this one for 6 months. This is 28th Street in New York, what they call the Flower District.
David Schofield was a true Renaissance man.
His creativity and the beauty he made.
This Chinese Temple of the Lamas.
Creative genius and a scholar.
Those are a bunch of things in my studio. That's the Buddha. That's right there. See, there's the Buddha, the back of the Buddha. Woo! I do kind of love this drawing. I gotta say, it's coming along. That part of it that's done is lovely, and I'm very happy with that.
He had a tremendous affinity for history.
Hagia Sophia is, to me, one of the great architectural experiences on Earth, and it resonates so emotionally as well when you know the history of what has happened in that space.
We got to see firsthand Dave's skill among many at repairing broken things.
Or reconstructing antiques, grounded in the belief that rescuing these artists is an obligation so that these works could come alive again.
I've decided to try to go ahead and puzzle all that back together and have that mounted on one of the walls. I'm working on a broken steamboat model, putting my broken Islamic bowls and chip tiles to perfect display.
A love, or should I say an obsession, for those tangible pieces of history.
And maintaining the handmade craftsmanship from artisans that came before him.
I've just finished working on all the various broken things for today.
And then seeing when and where he made them.
His workspace was like a curio shop out of an Indiana Jones movie.
I just thought it might amuse you to see how my studio is evolving.
Working in an unair-conditioned studio all night.
There's my studio. Over there's the bed where nothing has happened yet. And of course where I draw is actually back here.
The interior of his homes have obviously been described as maximalist.
So it seems that the living room is pretty much coming into focus.
I was visiting one time and he said, if you knock into and break something, just let me know so I can fix it. And I thought, how would it be possible not to knock and hit something and break it? This whole place is laid out like one big booby trap.
My house is like the Dead Sea. You know, things only flow into it, nothing ever leaves.
And David's working away all the while on hours-long calls with friends.
Always looked forward to our phone calls while he was scratching away.
Often those extraordinary late night phone calls while he was drawing.
Dave had an uncanny knack of and craving for serious connections.
The guests arrive in half an hour. Thanksgiving is coming up. I've got people coming down. I've got people coming Christmas. People. That'll be nice.
And his loyalty and devotion to the people he loved.
For those he loved, his heart was the biggest, grandest room we'd ever inhabit.
David was a wonderful storyteller.
With those elaborate and elaborated stories.
Screaming at these drag queens who really didn't perform as much as just sort of run around. I just blocked my very first person on Grindr. I've never done that before. Oh yeah, I used to be a crack whore. I had girlfriends, I had boyfriends. Girlfriends slapped me more than the boyfriends did. That's very funny.
Gaudiness and ability to talk about anything and to say anything.
Which I have some ribald, filthy, dirty stories to tell you about, but I'll wait until no one can hear me. Behind me is the coat that I want to say that Michael Jackson gave me when I was briefly his lover. I could tell you further gross things that I'm going to refrain for the moment. So there, I'm boring and dull.
In more recent years, our gatherings were with David and Mila's.
This is David Schofield and Miroslav Manzo, looking very handsome.
To Milos, our hearts go out to you as you grieve the loss of your best friend.
Milos and I are driving away next Tuesday. Milos would say that my screen is dirty, but I think I look kind of good in soft focus.
You were so important to Dave, and he loved you immensely.
It's a beautiful house. But Milos, as Milos continually says, he would kill himself if I made him live here. But I've been staying up till dawn. Milos has been very sweet about, well, if he ever comes home tonight, I don't know. It's Christmas Eve, and Milos is doing incredible things in the kitchen. And I just said to Milos, why don't your parents have this house? Why isn't this your house? And he said, oh, please, honey, if I grew up in this house, you think I'd be with you? He said, I'd be chasing you with a stick right now. Milos is waiting for me at home, and I am looking forward to getting there.
You gave him the space and support he needed and wanted so he could be who he was in the world, and that was a huge gift for him.
And a shout out as the holiday season approaches, and I am that big Christmas queen. Just out here singing Christmas carols. Ah, turkey sat on the backyard fence, and he sang this sad, sad tune. I get emotional around the holidays, and when they end, I get emotional again because they're ending. He sang Thanksgiving Day is coming, gobble, 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 and I'm going to be eaten soon. Oh, those high notes. I just wanted to say from the bottom of my heart how you have enriched and delighted me in the course of this last year.
David, you so enriched so many lives.
Today, as we all wear our pendants with David's items hanging from them, I'm reminded of his humanity.
I miss David.
Knowing David being a part of that world was such a real privilege.
And we miss him hugely. Dave's presence is real.
And I'm forever grateful for his friendship.
Incredibly grateful to have found shelter in his heart.
Thank you, my friend.
Today and always, I will celebrate my great good fortune of having lived so long and so well in David's grand and splendid heart.
And we'll talk soon. Anyway, hugs and kisses. I just thought I'd say hello from the streets of New York City. News at 11. I hope you're good. Bye-bye. Bye, sweetie. All right. Bye. That's my birthday completion there. Okay, goodbye. Bye. David
is a part of me and will live within me for the rest of my days.
And I'll shut up now. Me being weird. Bye, honey. Happy and all that sort of stuff as they can be because it's a nice thing to be and grateful this time of year, and God knows I am. Thank you for all of you and for this and for all of this. All my best to you. I hope you're okay and surrounded by and acknowledging the love and affection of some of the people around you. All my best, dear. Talk to you sooner or later. Bye-bye. Bye.